Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So for those of you that are new here, my name is Katie and I do kind of beauty, fashion, lifestyle related videos. And today's video is Ani Saccone Made Me Buy It. So I am actually a Scorpio. Scorpios tend to be quite loyal people. And in my case, it's true. I have watched probably the same 5 beauty gurus for the last 6 years, I think it is. And Ani Saccone is one of them. I actually found her when she was pregnant with her first daughter, Amelia, and I have seen every single video. I mean, I've watched them all, and which is a little bit, I don't know if it's like good or pathetic. I don't know. Anyways, she, for me personally, I would say is the biggest influencer out of all the influencers. For me personally, I really take what she says to heart when she says a product is a good product, and pretty much everything I've agreed with her on, except I think there's only like one thing I didn't like. But yeah, so I thought I would show you, I would do a video, which is virtually a haul, of all the things that I bought because Anna said to buy them. And it actually turned out to be quite a bit of things. So let's jump in. So first things first, I'm gonna start off with hair care and then we'll move into beauty just because the beauty section is much bigger. The first thing is the Tangle Teaser. This is a brush that she was always raving about forever. And so I went out and I got it. I actually really do like it. It does brush your hair. It's a lot more gentle when it's going through your hair. The problem with having a handle on your brush is that you're much more heavy-handed, just like ripping through your hair. Whereas with this, you just tend to be a lot more gentler, and in and of itself, the teeth of it tend to be more gentle as well. The next thing I have is my GHD. She was always raving about her GHD back in the day, and I thought, you know what? I straighten my hair almost every day, although today was pretty pointless because it's pouring rain outside. But I straighten my hair almost every day, and I just thought this is something I should try, and I tried it and I love it. I can see why she was always raving about it. It does a really good job. I like that it makes the little noise when you turn it on. I don't know why I turned it on because it's not plugged in, so it's not like it's gonna make the noise. But it is really great. The only thing is it is small. And so it takes me, because I have thick hair, it takes me a while to make my way through it. The next thing I have is the Joico K-Pack shampoo and conditioner. This is for to repair damage to your hair, which obviously going blonde for me would have damaged my hair. I've been blonde for almost, it's a year now, I think. And so constantly going in to do root touch-ups and highlighting and all of that is just really damaging. So I have been using this. I also got the hair mask that she recommended. I have to say I prefer the hair mask rather than the conditioner. The conditioner is very, very thin. It's almost like water when it comes out. I guess you wouldn't say like water, but it's definitely not like any other conditioner I've ever used because it is so thin. And so I do prefer the mask, but the mask is a bit too hydrating. And so, yeah, I'm trying to make my way through the conditioner. I think in the future, I'll just repurchase the mask. Then we have the, almost dropped it, Phyto 7 Hydrating Day Cream with 7 plants. I love this stuff. She used to, I don't know if she still uses any of these products, but she used to rave about this one way back in the day, and I've bought it ever since. I've used this for, I would say, the last 3 to 4 years I've been using this. There's also one that you keep in your shower. It's kind of like a conditioner. It comes in a much smaller tube, and you put it on when your hair is wet and you leave it for like 5 minutes and then you rinse it out. I forget what that one's called, but it's from the Phyto brand, and I love these. I use this one, I would say 2 to 3 times a week. I always put it in my hair when my hair is damp just before hair drying it, and I feel like it does make a difference, because I feel like when I don't use it and I just go in with my normal products and then blow dry my hair, I feel like it's more frizzy, it feels a bit drier, so I feel like this really does make a difference. The next item that I have here is the Oro Fluido, the original elixir. This is now my third bottle of this. I had to think, how many have I had? It's my third bottle. It smells amazing. Oh my gosh, you guys, like, that is just literally life itself. It smells so good. The only thing I don't like about this is that it's a pour rather than a pump. And I feel like you need a pump because you end up sometimes pouring out too much and then it's wasteful. But this is not expensive compared to the Moroccan oil, which I also use. But the Moroccan oil is like $30 or $40 for the big bottle like this. And I believe this was like 10 or 15 or something like that. It was like way cheaper than I thought it was gonna be. But it really is nice. I also think that it's not as heavy, but because of that, I think that it might not be as moisturizing. So I use this in the mornings and I use the Moroccan oil at night just to make sure that my ends are being nicely hydrated because I do have dry hair. Then I have the L'Oreal Elnet Satin. This is the Extra Strong Hold hairspray. I have to tell you, when she was recommending this, I mean, she's probably been using this for years because I even just watched a video of hers from, I think this year, 2018 or 2017. It was a Get Ready With Me and she was using this still. But when I first saw this, $20 for a bottle of hairspray, I was like, you've got to be freaking kidding me. But I will say, I live in Hawaii and the humidity here, it's basically like you may as well not even use hairspray. It's not gonna matter. And this is the only hairspray that I found that will actually hold through the humidity. And when I'm talking about humidity, I'm saying like 75% humidity. So I absolutely love it. I just hate how expensive it is because I can go through one of these a month. And finally, the last thing I have is the Batiste Dry Shampoo. I have to say, this was kind of like, I tried it one time back in the day and I even did a review and I hated it because it was for brown hair. It was not going to leave a white residue because the product that sprayed out was brown. So it had a bit of colorant in it and I really didn't like it. It made your hair feel sticky. It made it feel like hard, like it had gel. And then I saw this and I smelled it and it smelled so good that I just felt like I just need to try it. And I'm so glad that I gave Batiste another chance because while the one for brown hair I really didn't like, I like just the normal dry shampoo. And even when I had brown hair, I don't mind when it leaves white residue because you can just blend it in with your hand, not a big deal. So I will say I love this one. I hated the other one though. I have one perfume. She was always raving about the Viktor and Rolf Flower Bomb and this was one of my birthday presents. I absolutely love it. This is my #2 perfume, like out of all the fragrances that I own and have ever smelled in the world. And I used to work selling perfume, by the way. This is #2. For skincare, I have 2 items. The first one is the Sunday Riley Good Genes All-in-One Lactic Acid Treatment. She used this not for a long period of time, but for a little bit when she was kind of like working with Caroline Hirons on her skincare. And Caroline had recommended this to her. I absolutely love this. I have dry skin and so it's really important that I exfoliate and this acts, see it says deeply exfoliates the dull surface of skin for clarity, radiance, and younger looking skin. I need that because I do have quite dry skin, especially right now because it's like winter, it feels even drier. When I say winter, I mean like 72 degrees. The next skincare item that I purchased off of her recommendation was the Emma Hardy Amazing Face Moringa Cleansing Balm. This is literally just to die for. I honestly don't know how I was taking my makeup off and cleansing my face properly before I ended up getting this. I buy these in like 2 or 3 at a time from Feel Unique because they're so hard to get here in the States. They come, each of them, with a washcloth. I've collected so many over the years now. But honestly, I would say this is like my top thing that I always make sure that I have in stock no matter what, is this. Before jumping into beauty, because that's the like really big one, I just wanted to go through jewelry. So the first items I have are these two Alex and Ani Bangles. She used to wear Alex and Ani Bangles all the time, and I really like them. I think they're super cute. The only thing is I don't like wearing chunky, clunky jewelry, and for me this is like as chunky as it'll ever get. This is the initial set, so it says L and C for Louie and Charlie. Those are my doggies, and these were also a birthday gift, I believe. Then I have some of her jewelry. I've actually purchased every single item of her jewelry. Some of them I purchased as gifts. So I gave my sister-in-law the charm bracelet with all of the individual charms for her two sons, and my brothers. They're my brother's sons too, so I should just say my nephews. Birthdays, like Zodiac sign. So I gave her that, and then I myself, I've had two of these Zodiac necklaces. This is the Scorpio one in rose gold, and then I used to have the silver one as well. The silver one, I broke the chain because the chain had got caught in my zipper, and not even thinking about it, I just yanked it and it broke the chain. So I was really angry with myself about that. But yeah, I've had this one. I bought it as a replacement and I love it. I wear it almost daily. Then I purchased the I think it's just the Written in the Stars. That's what it is. I got her birthstone choker necklace from the Written in the Stars campaign, which I really like. I think this is so pretty. And then I also got the engravable bar necklace. Now, originally they had called this a necklace. I think recently the website has changed to say choker, but this is the one that I wasn't happy with because the length of this is the exact same length as the choker, but the problem with doing that is it's actually a tiny bit shorter actually, but the problem with doing that is because the bar doesn't move, it makes it tighter, and so it literally just sat in the center of my throat, and I was just kind of disappointed with that. So that was the only item that I was like, oh, I didn't like that. But I mean, I do like it. I just think my neck is too fat for that. Okay, we are moving into beauty, which is a big old box, so get comfy. All right, we have two eyeshadow palettes. The first one is the Stila Soul palette. Now, I have to say, the UK version of this is way better than the US version. The UK version is like a metal palette, and it's got like this whole like 3D design on it. Ours is literally plastic and it just says Stila. So I'm really jealous of that. But the shades, everything else is the same. It has a really big mirror and I love this palette. This is actually my second one, and so that's why it looks not as well loved as my other one did. My other one looked rough. I mean, it was awful. So many of them I had hit pan that they had like broken and stuff like that. So I will say I did drop this one recently, which is why it looks a little bad there, but we'll just pretend that didn't happen. The next item I have is the Anastasia Beverly Hills Modern Renaissance palette. I mean, this palette is like absolutely gorgeous. I wasn't going to buy it because I thought it was really similar to all of the other palettes that I have, but I'm so glad I did because the eyeshadows in here are so creamy. They're almost like butter feeling. They are extremely pigmented, so be extremely careful. Do not just take your brush and, you know, swirl the crap out of it. Just take a little bit of a time. But I actually really like playing with this palette. I feel like it's a good versatile palette. It has some mattes, it's got some shimmers and all of that. For brows, I have the Benefit Brow Zings. Back in the day, I used to use the original Benefit Brow Zings, the one that came in the black palette, and I ran through that, and then I started using the MAC pencil and just never made my way back to this. And then Anna Saccone had mentioned that she was working with Benefit, and she was like, this is the Brow Zings palette, and I think she's always used Brow Zings, but it just kind of reminded me like, oh yeah, I used to really like that. And I found my old Browsings palette in my makeup storage, but I mean, it was so like, I had gone through all of the powder and most of the wax. And so, because I do love using the wax as well. So I purchased a new one, and this is what it looks like. I really like the wax. I got this in number 4 because I have naturally dark brown hair when I'm not dyeing. But I like the wax because my brows need to be told to stay in place, and they don't just lay where they're supposed to lay. So I need the wax in my life. The next thing I have in here is the Bare Minerals starter kit. I got this because she had got one, looks like that, and she was saying how much she enjoyed using it, and so I got the starter kit as well. It came with a brush in here too. And I ended up falling in love with Bare Minerals as well. The Mineral Veil, I feel like you cannot not have it. It's like one of the best translucent powders out there. It's so nice. And I just feel like it just blurs everything. It's like airbrush, I feel like. it's for real, lifelike airbrush. And then also in brows, I just remembered I had this. I have the Benefit Highbrow, which is the brow highlighter. I feel like this is a little bit pink, but I mean, it does what it's supposed to do. The one thing that I absolutely love is the 3D brow tones. You don't know that you need this in your life, but you actually do need this in your life. It just makes your brows, it gives them dimension. And if your brows are anything like mine, where they just really lay flat because of wax and stuff that you put on it, but also they just don't have any life in them, it seems like. This is a product that will really help. Then of course I had to try the Estee Lauder Double Wear Foundation and Concealer. I have to say, I see why she loved it for so long. It really does just hide everything. It's a full coverage foundation and concealer. The only thing is it is matte, and so I did add a drop of oil before using not just like olive oil or something, but some facial oil serum, just so that it added a bit of glow. And the concealer is really nice as well. Both of these blend really well as well. I also have the Urban Decay Eyeshadow Primer Potion Anti-Aging. I have used the Urban Decay Primer Potion, I feel like, my whole life. I feel like the entire time that I've been doing makeup, like seriously, not as a 16-year-old. I've had the Urban Decay Primer Potion, but I always had the original. And at one point, Anna had suggested that the anti-aging one was really good. I didn't even know they had an anti-aging one, so I went out and I got it. I use it just in the hopes that there's some kind of skincare in here that will help my eyes, because my eyes are like super bad, because I'm one of those people that in my sleep I rub my eyes. Sometimes I catch myself doing it, it like wakes myself up. And I just, obviously that's not good for your eyes. Then I have the L'Oreal Voluminous Smoldering Eyeliner. This was something she used way back in the day. This is amazing for tight lining your eyes because it's so big that you're not trying to get a tiny pencil in there. I feel like it gives you more control and it's not as scary because it's big. Because it's like a chunky eyeliner. So I really like that. Of course, I had to try the CoverGirl Lash Blast. She was obsessed with that for ages. I actually got this in brown because I feel like brown is such an overlooked shade when it comes to eyeliner and mascara. But like for myself personally today, I'm wearing brown liquid eyeliner with brown liner on my lower lashes and then brown mascara on my lower lashes as well. And then I also got the Urban Decay 24/7 Glide On Eye Pencil in Yeo. And this is white because for a long time she was doing this thing where she was putting white on the bottom inner corner of her eyes just to like make them pop a bit more. And I was really into that too. I really liked it. The only thing is right now it's really windy and wintry here. It's literally 72 degrees, but because of the wind and a lot of pollinating going on right now, I have really bad allergies. My eyes are always streaming, so I'm constantly going like this, which is why the inner corner of my eyes is always messed up. So that's not something I can really use right now. And then finally, I have lipsticks. So the first ones that we're gonna talk about are from ColourPop. She had received some ColourPop, or she bought it, I don't know. She was using ColourPop products, so I went on to their website and I got 2 sets, which I also got the primer as well. Which one? This one. You just put this on first because they are matte, so it kind of moisturizes your lips. But the first ones that I got were Lumiere. And I actually really, really love this. I'm so glad I got this. It's like the perfect little, it's kind of like pinky nude. It's not too colorful, but it's colorful, you know what I mean? And then the second one that I got is Boys Town, which was a bit too brown for me. I felt like brown, I feel like makes me look too, I don't know. I don't care for brown on me in lipsticks. And then I, of course, had to get the Rimmel Airy Fairy lipstick. I've gone through, I would say, at least 10 of these. I rebuy these all the time because I use them all the time. This is one of the lipsticks that I always keep in my handbag because it goes with any look that you're using. And then I also got the Bare Minerals Marvelous Moxie lip liner, the Marvelous Moxie lip gloss in Rule Breaker, and then I also got the Marvelous Moxie Be Free lipstick. The only problem is I am a different skin tone to Anna. She is much more tan and she has yellow undertones, whereas I'm more fair with cool pink undertones, red undertones. And so I felt like this looked, it was too nude on me, and it almost makes me look like I have no lips. So I tend to just use this as a mixer now. So sometimes like what I'll do is mix this with a really pigmented lipstick that I think like, oh, I'd like to wear this, but it's a bit too much today. I'll mix the two of them together and this helps kind of tone it down. So yeah, so the Graze boxes, they are literally incredible. It's their fruity flapjack. The Rude Health oatmeal, which is so good. I'm obsessed with the fruit medley one right now. The Nespresso machine that I have, I got because I'm a total coffee addict, and I had never heard of Nespresso until watching the Saccone Jolie's, and they got that one that had like the milk frother attached to it back when they were living in Ireland. I also got the Essie nail polish in, I think it was ballet slippers and Fiji. The Aussie moisture shampoo and conditioner, which is incredible. I used to use it all the time, and the only reason I stopped using it was because I dyed my hair, and my hairstylist was like, we've done so much damage to it, we need to try to, you know, keep it a little bit healthy if we can. And so she recommended some other shampoos and conditioners that I started using. Things that I tried to buy her Gucci sunglasses. I think they're the best sunglasses and I cannot find them anywhere, and I've been looking for like a solid 2 years. The Vera Moda dress, she has this maxi dress that I think is just gorgeous. It's like a plum color, and I cannot find that color. I can find a Vera Moda maxi dress, but I cannot find it in the plum. Okay, and then she has an outfit. I'm actually gonna put it on the screen. It is her pink pants with her pink ballet flats with a blue and pink striped shirt that I'm just like, this is the best outfit ever. And I could never find any of it because I think the flats were like from way back in the day at like TJ, I think she calls it TK Maxx, something like that. And so I could never find it, but I'm always on the lookout for an outfit like that because I think it's so adorable. And yeah, I think that's pretty much it. I think I've covered everything else. So basically, I think this video just kind of proves two things. The first one, I'm obviously quite obsessed with Anna Saccone. And two, she is doing her job as an influencer because she has influenced me to buy a lot of stuff. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Like I said, it was kind of like a haul in a way of stuff that I already own. But also I've been seeing this kind of go around, things that YouTube made me buy, stuff like that. So this is 100% everything that I bought because of Ani Saccone. I'm gonna leave her channel and her Instagram down below. Although I'm sure you guys have all heard of her before, but you know, you never know. Give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. And before you go, leave me a comment telling me who your biggest influencer is. So who is it that when they say go out and buy this, you think, I need to go out and buy this? I would love to know who. And I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.